I'm Jay Lakin, and we're the Lakin family, and this is our home. And we're going to give you a tour of where we live, okay? Come on in. I'm going to introduce you first to all of our family. And starting out, first of all, with my lovely wife, Beth.
Hey, how are you? I'm Beth. I'm the co-pilot, I guess you'd say. And I sit right here, except for these are usually turned around so we can see the road. Actually, sometimes I am the pilot as well. I actually drive this thing too, but makes Jay slightly nervous, so I get to only drive it on the straight and narrow on the highway. So if we start to pull into any town or anything, he takes over. So anyway, let me introduce my awesome kids. Ben's behind the camera.
Hey!
Ben's 14. And
I'm Becca and I'm 11. And I'm Abigail and I'm 9. I'm Noah and I'm 6.
Okay, well, I'm just going to start out with the tour here. We start at the front of the coach. Why don't you just go ahead and stand over here, but it might be easier for you to... So this is kind of the guys' area, so to speak. And as you can see, this is the cockpit. This is where all the action happens when we're driving. Got my air brake here. I've got all my fancy controls here. I can move the driver's shade in and out, up and down automatically. I've got a backup camera here, so that if I'm backing up, if I'm backing up, you can you can see where you're going. You don't run into things. If you turn the signal right or left, it'll also give you a view of what's on the right or left of you. And all the other important gauges here. I've got CD player. We've got a nice flat screen TV here, as well as a VCR and DVD player, as well as a very important Wii for us to play Wii from time to time. So this is kind of the area. And Ben bought me this wonderful hat so that when I drive this thing, I can have my captain's hat on the road. So I'm going to let Beth kind of describe a little bit more about our living space here. So I'm going to pass it over to her.
Okay, the kids sleep right here on these couches. Girls here, this folds out into a double queen-size bed that they blow up like an air mattress thing. And Noah sleeps here, and this jackknifes out, but we're no longer doing that because he actually fits well right here. We have a little path to walk by, so that's all good. Kids keep all their clothing. They each get a little compartment here. So obviously we had to weed out and get rid of a lot of stuff. We keep only what we absolutely need here. But it is amazing though, because this thing is really loaded with storage space and all the extras, that they thought of. They use like every single space in this thing. This is my kitchen. Well, actually, this is the kitchen, living room, schoolroom, bedroom. It kind of
multi-purpose room.
All purpose. But anyway, I love this kitchen. It's to me it's everything I need, and the little stove is underneath here. And this is my oven and my microwave. And I love organization, so I've got my little labels thing going.
As you can see, she's an organizational freak.
Maybe not freak.
Everything's got its label. Everything's got its place.
This is the fridge. And Dad, you want to take them back?
Yeah, I'll show you the restroom here. This can get a little cramped at times, but we've got a shower in here. I don't know, Ben, if you can see this or not, but I'll let you kind of come around. This is the shower area, so it's a little tight, but it's a full-size shower, and depending on where we're at, pretty good pressure unless we're dry camping. We've got this. This is the bathroom here, the toilet. So one little toilet, and it's got a little, as you can see on the floor here, a little flush mechanism there. That's how you flush. And that's that part there. So we've also, for privacy perspective, for Beth and I, we've got this little door here that'll slide shut like that. And so we can shut that. And then we also have this door here. Why don't you come around this way, Ben? It's a little tight here, but this door can close as well. And so we've got curtain here, and then Beth just made another curtain here for extra privacy for us. So this is our bedroom. This is the workbench, and so we had a lot of activity here. We've actually got a select comfort bed, which is amazing. We were able to fit it in here because it gets a little tight. As basically these walls all expand in, or they come in. We can show you that in a second. See, I can show you how they kind of work. Why don't you back up for a second? I'll show you just on this wall here if you can catch this, Ben. Let's see, it would be other side. So if I go like this, this actual whole wall moves in. Can you see? Can you get that, Ben, on camera? So that's what the whole other side too in the front of the coach does as well. So that's how we then drive down the road. So this expands, this living space expands out, and we've had a lot of questions about that. People that maybe aren't as familiar with RVing, people who are familiar with RVing are obviously very aware of the ability for the walls to go in and out. This is also my office area. This is where I work. I'm in the mortgage business, so I do all my work here through the internet and phone calls. And then obviously I've got my printers here and scanner, and can do all that stuff. We've got a built into the coach here. We've got, I'll let Beth talk to you about this.
Yep.
Got a washing machine here.
Washing machine. Whoops, Ben. Sorry, I just knocked into you. This is my washing machine, which was a huge blessing because I didn't expect to get a washing machine. I was just kind of you know, realizing that I probably was going to be at laundromats every Saturday, and that was going to be my life. But God gave us a coach with the washer and then the dryers underneath, which we can show you later. And
just show she's
nice.
Some more organizational stuff.
I've kind of got my own little area back here. So even though we have one bathroom, this is where I put my makeup on and do all my stuff. You know, it's tight, but we manage.
We've also got a TV over here. I don't know if you saw that before, but that's kind of nice. And I'll tell you what, why don't I come out and walk out here, Ben, with me, and we'll show you the outside of the coach, some of the features on the outside. But before we do that, maybe we should show them how this wall goes in. If we can move that basket here, we'll show you how this whole wall, Noah, why don't you jump out there?
Come here, buddy.
And we'll show you how this works here. This whole wall, can you move that carpet piece there, Beth?
Yep.
We don't want to hit the chair there, but I think we'll just
whenever we drive, we should actually put in both sides.
Just go a little way, so you can kind of see how that moves.
You want to put in?
Well, we will eventually.
Okay. Whoops.
So anyhow, that's that. That's how that works as well. That whole other side comes in, so it all. We
come
basically
in,
got
yeah.
this little walkway here.
Yep. Sorry, that's what I was just gonna make sure you pointed out.
Yep.
So
why don't you come on outside and I'll show you the rest of the coach here. We've got a washing machine down here. Watch your step, Ben. And lots of storage. Under the whole coach, we've got complete storage under the whole entire coach. As you can see here, this is the dryer underneath here. It's a kind of a 3/4 size dryer. We can do all of our laundry. We have to have 50 amp hookup to do that. So when we dry camp, we can't really use that. So it gets a little challenging, but you know, that's kind of a nice feature for us. We've also got, you know, you can't really see, but there's a lot of storage underneath it. We've got it pretty packed out. We've got our motorcycle gear there, and then tools over here on the other side. It's kind of my work area here. I've got toolbox back here, as well as all my tie downs, because I've got a motorcycle lift here on the back. And what this does is it's an electric winch, and this comes down. If I want to lower this, you can see I have it hooked up right now, so it's not going to go down anywhere. But this whole lift comes down, and I drive the motorcycle up on the back of this, and then I just attach everything so the motorcycle sits up top here. So, and then the other side of the coach has kind of been organized for Beth, but before we get to her area, this is where all of the activity happens on the outside of the coach as far as us having to dump our waste. With an RV, there's several things that you have to be aware of and familiar with. You've got fresh water, you've got gray water, which is your sink water, your dishwater, your shower water, that type of thing. That's called gray water. And then you've got black water, which is the nasty stuff. And you don't want to dump that anywhere. But you know, basically when you get hooked up to an RV park, this is what they call a SantaCon. And you take and you hook this up to the sewer part and you turn it down. And the nice thing that this thing's got built into it, it's got a built-in grinder. So it basically takes all your poo and it grinds it up, so you only have to have one little hose. I don't have to take off a bunch of stuff. Great feature on this coach. So I want some props from Monaco. I'd like to have Monaco sponsor us if we could for this whole thing. And that's that part of it. And I get the fun of dealing with this stuff whenever we go somewhere and get hooked up. So I'll let Beth show you the rest of her storage area over here.
Okay, excuse me, Abigail. This is part of, you want to come on this way, buddy. This has just got like all our balls, basketballs, footballs, whatever. And tennis rackets, extra school stuff, extra books, So just kind of some miscellaneous stuff in here. Normally Ben's guitar is down here, but he don't uses that often, so he's been taking that out. Excuse me, little buddy. Okay, next area. I'm gonna have to crawl under here. And one downside of these slides is you can nail your head pretty hard. Right, Noah? Except
You will
for you.
get nailed by them eventually.
Yeah.
We've all had it about
I've probably
3
hit my
times.
head like
But
3
up
times,
here,
and
I
it like
can.
literally knocked you out.
Up here I can.
You can? These are rollerblades and obviously scooters and stuff. And then I have a bunch of, behind that, I've got like bins of winter clothes, bins of extra grain because I grind all my own stuff to make tortillas, waffles, all that good stuff. So anyway, I brought all that extra stuff in there. And I think that's it.
Yeah. Well, hey, thank you so much for checking out our home. And cool. Let us know what you think.